But yeah, it was like uh, the players in the top eight, they played well. Pretty much everybody made a lot of mistakes, but it was okay. Like I just talked about, like, hey, you can make these mistakes, but it doesn't matter. You're still playing at like this efficiency. But if you had taken these lines, it would have had it. It would have like increased your chances of winning by a certain percentage, right? And so we just like deep dove and did an analysis on the mistakes that people made in top eight. Even the person who won made a tremendous amount of mistakes, but it's all good, you know. Not majority of people who win tournaments make a ton of mistakes while still winning, and that is the luck portion of Magic, right? Just because you're not making any mistakes doesn't mean you win the tournament. It's just important that you maximize your chances of winning the tournament, and that's it. What am I gonna do here? It's definitely a very interesting position. If they were gonna board wipe me, what would be the best way to play this turn? I think I'm just gonna attach this and attack, because it really seems like that they have a board wipe here, and um, hmm. All right, I'm gonna attack here, and I'm gonna take a look at your hand. Hmm. Hmm. I'm at the Soren. I could have hit the binding, which is gonna allow them to destroy something of mine. Hmm. It's a really interesting position, I would say. We'll equip it here. We will attack like this, and we'll pass. All right, so there's the Doomscar that we kind of knew about. We're gonna go ahead and play this Showdown now. Play our planes and attack. So next turn we have access to 6 mana, and we can do quite a bit with that mana. We can play Adeline. We can give the Adeline haste. We can play this Thalia as well. Our opponent has access to 7, 8 mana next turn. Alright, the second binding rip was quite insane and pretty bad for us. I think it's better for me. Yeah, I'll still play the Thalia. And I'm just going to put a counter on Thalia and pass the turn. Alright, sure. As expected. We'll go ahead and play this. Go ahead and put a counter here. Go ahead and play this. Go ahead and play this. And our opponent just concedes. All right, we go to game 2. And we'll definitely bring in Guardian of Faith. Skyclaves are better than Brutal Cathar. I'll bring in the Valorous Stance and the rest of the Elite Spellbinders. We'll definitely board out Brutal Cathar. We can go down on a Thalia. I honestly don't need the Skyclave. And I also don't need the Fateful Absence. I'm going to get rid of the Fateful Absence. Play something like this. Alright, I'm gonna board like this. Like Skyclave definitely has some great targets, but I don't want to play like the trade game. I just want to just try to be max aggressiveness, I think. I will keep this. It's not the most perfect hand, but it has a lot of potential. Right, like we're one land away from being able to play a lot of stuff. We'll go ahead and attack. We'll go ahead and play this. Play this tapped. So we definitely want to just draw one land. And that will give us the most of everything. What does this do? Alright, we can take a look at our opponent's hand here. We'll make the binding cost a little bit more. And we'll go ahead and attack. And we'll pass. Oh shit, that was a really good draw from our opponent. What are we going to draw? That's a really good draw for us. Alright, so we'll go ahead and play this. It'll knock out the Planeswalker. Not only will it knock out the Planeswalker, we can just swing. And we'll go ahead and play this. So it is possible for them to draw a land here and wipe the board. But we're prepared for that. It's okay if they do that. This is not a tourney. Oh, I still have the GG Tour record up there. I can get rid of that. Okay. Alright, I'm just gonna play this Reidane. It's gonna make their card cost a little bit more. And I'm cool with that. How does this work? Alright, we're kind of in trouble. Ooh. That's actually a pretty good draw. We'll go ahead and attack. Boom, boom, boom. And we're presenting quite a lot of damage. Reidane is doing the perfect amount of work. 3, 6. They drew it to Fairy, which puts them up to 11, but doesn't save them. They actually are dead. Oh, that's even grander. So 5, 7, 9, 11. Boom. Dead. And we take our first best of 3 game. Alright, this is a snap keep. Look at this hand. All we're looking for is one more land, and we're in a good spot. Is there Angel Fire in this deck? Nope. Alright, boom. By the way, guys, these are not my decks. We are playing, I think this is Sandy Dog's deck. We're basically making a tier list in Standard for all the decks. Best of 1, best of 3. And we're just going through and just ranking all of them. Unfortunately, did not hit the land there, but we will take this opportunity to get rid of that and attack for 2. We really could use a land here. We drew the land, but it was a tap land. That is no good. That's a Chariot. I'm going to go ahead and play a Brutal Cathar. It's not perfect here, but I think playing the Showdown is better next turn. It's a Blizzard Brawl, sure. Alright, I will be taking 5. No blocks. Alright, let's see what we can do with our Showdown. Showdown time. We ended up getting Spell Pierced. That sucks. I think we're dead. But we still have another Showdown, so maybe we'll run it back. I'm just gonna concede. We're dead. We'll go on to the next game. The Spell Pierce was too big of a blowout, I think. So let's think about what we saw that game. I think any form of removal is gonna be quite nice. I definitely like the Brutal Cathar. I think it lines up really well. I think a card like Rabbit Battery is probably pretty bad. I like Portable Hole. I think I am a fan of Skyclave Apparition as well. Reidane still seems good. Thalia seems garbage. And I think I'm going to board like this because I do value the flyer. But we can go down on Adeline because they have like a million ways to fight. I want to maximize my removal and kind of just like lean into the removal aggressive plan. I will keep this. All right, we'll go ahead and play the Luminarch Aspirant. I do want to play Reidane. Yeah, I'll play this Reidane. I'll put a counter there. I'll pass. Like, even though I like the Elite Spellbinder, if I play the Reidane, it takes away the outs of having multiple. All right. That's rough. Not much I can do here. Let's see what's going on in their hand. A disdainful stroke. Interesting. I just put it on the flyer. We will go ahead and play this Brutal Cathar. Go ahead and take this. Go ahead and put a counter here. Go ahead and attack for 5. And we'll pass. Alright, this flyer is going to help us definitely steal this game. Ooh, these end up flipping. So I just want to take the rest of their hand. So Reidane. Play this. Swing with the squad. All right. Run it back. They brought in disdainful stroke. Does that even make any sense? That doesn't make any sense. Disdainful stroke. The fuck? Yeah, mono green counters. Disdainful stroke. What? That's crazy. Our hand isn't great, but I definitely keep this. Removal into all flyers that line up really well in the matchup. I think I have to keep every time. And I'm going to fire this off because I don't want them to be able to play a Chariot on turn 3. That's so brutal. Alright. I really wanted to play the Reidane, but this thing blocks much better. Alright, so... I'm gonna hit this. Damn it. They drew the fucking land. The thing is, I can't even attack. Like I can't even block properly. There's nothing I can really do. They have all the perfect cards. The moment that they drew the Dreamroot Cascade, that completely destroyed me. Like I literally can't do anything. Right? They can protect it. I needed to draw like a portable hole or something, but we drew nothing. We drew only lands. There's nothing I can do. Not with these draws. It's all lands. I'm dead no matter what. They have everything covered. They have a Tangle Trap. They have a Fight Spell. They have... Yeah, I was... Like, I knew that the only way I was going to win that game was if I... The reason why I picked the card that I said that I picked... I picked Ranger Class, right? Because Ranger Class was the only card that I could pick that was a threat that could let them leave open Snakeskin Veil, right? And so I picked that. I was like, all right, so they play their threat, and I can just hit that, right? But they ended up drawing the green source right after that, and that just meant that I was just toast from the get-go. Not only that, we just drew only lands. We'll go to 5. We'll keep this. All right, we'll go ahead and attack. Yeah, Stroke was really bad main deck. It was like really bad. I'll go ahead and play this just so I can continue attacking. The Thalia is like fine. It is also a fine play here. Alright, I'll play the Thalia here. And I mean, this is our multi-5, so if we're able to squeeze this out, that's incredible. Alright, we'll go ahead and swing, see what we're capable of. If we were able to draw a land there and play the Reidane, I think that would have been the best case scenario for us. Okay, so we're presenting lethal next turn. So we have the potential to steal this game. Maybe we can steal it. Kinda. Go ahead and play this. Go ahead and equip this here. And that's lethal. Boom, 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 boom. Alright, we stole that off of 2 mana and a multi-5. That's cool. I'm going to bring in the Guardian of Fates. And I'm going to bring in the Valorous Stance. Yeah, they do go well together. Being hyper aggressive definitely pays off at times. All right. Our hand is super aggressive. And it's going to be hard for our opponent to play the game here. We won't let them play the game. All right, Thalia comes down. Sure. We'll go ahead and play the Adeline and get in for 3. I'm surprised that they attacked, because the attack definitely cost them some life. And they're doing that main phase. Alright, let's see what we can do here. Alright, this is a ton of damage. So we're just gonna aim to deal the most amount of damage here. So they definitely have to present a board wipe here. If they're not able to present a board wipe here, we can certainly end this game quite quickly. So they're going to gain 4, go to 11. All right, so I'm gonna actually play this, take a look, and then we're gonna be able to slow them down quite a bit. We'll make this cost 4, and then we can equip this here, attack, and get in for a lot. And that's lethal. And that's game. Yeah, it feels good. I like it. I think it's a much better choice than mono white. I think that, like, I like red white, and then I would put green white, and then I would put mono white. You know, there's like a bunch of different versions of the deck. I think the red white version is my favorite currently. We're gonna mulligan that. We will keep this. Alright, this is not a perfect hand, but this is our multi 6. Definitely keeping it on a multi 6. Double Thalia, that's not great. Double Thalia and double Reidane. Not where we want to be. But it looks like our opponent's playing blue-white. And so that lines up pretty well with what I see. Put a counter there. I'll go ahead and attack for 3. Pass the turn. All right, sure. All right, that's a tap land. Put a counter here. Attack, attack. Can't make any other play, so we'll go ahead and pass. I don't know what our opponent could possibly have at this point. Maybe thinking about a removal spell. I think I will go for this. Alright, we had another Thalia. Interesting. Felt like I had some more decisions to make there, but I guess we shall take it. I still want to remain aggressive. Alright, this has been a pretty clean game so far. Last game was Mulligan, and our draws weren't great, but the deck was able to aggro it out, which was honestly surprising. We're on the draw, and we just need a land. Alright. Just gonna play Thalia on two. Okay. Interesting. Easy win. I would hate to play like against a black-white sacrifice shell, which we haven't played against in a long time. But other than that, it seems like a pretty great choice. Oh, there, it might be it. I will go ahead and play this and attack for 1. Go ahead and put a counter on here and continue attacking. We will be the aggressive ones. Nice duress. We're going to play the Elite Spellbinder, see what's going on before we make our decision on where these counters are supposed to go. Alright, that makes sense. Alright, we'll try and keep them from playing that. They didn't play anything. That makes me think that they drew another one. They let the Thalia resolve. Interesting. Oh, okay, sure. If I find a removal spell for this Luminarch, they are dead. I will certainly take 5. I have a quicker clock than them. They should definitely not be attacking. Alright, I think I'm going to play this. Play this. Equip it here. And so we get in for 6 here, which is way quicker than what they're doing. They don't have a... They're so far away from playing that Wandering Emperor, and the only way they could play another one would be if they drew a land plus. It's way too much to ask for, honestly. Alright, they decided to slow down. That makes sense. Alright, I think I can just play this. Equip there. Put a counter there. Just attack for 4. And then pass. They're at 7. They can't play a Wandering Emperor no matter what. So if they draw another one, it's just a dead card. Alright. They get to take this Thalia. That's fine. I'll go ahead and draw a card, see what we hit. That is pretty good. We'll go ahead and attack. All right, so we take game 1. Easy money. Game 2. We want more removal. We'll play the control role. I like this board plan. We're essentially playing the control role because we have Saga, right? So we board out like our hyper aggressive stuff on the draw. We just board in all of our removal and just try to control them. They're just gonna be clean. Just gonna be clean magic. By the way, guys, if you're new here and you're not following the channel, click that follow button so you can check out my content throughout the week. Click that follow button. It'll help me out tremendously. And if you've noticed that there's a Black Lotus behind me, it's because I'm giving this Black Lotus away. 89 days from today, I'll be giving away this Black Lotus. So this Black Lotus could be yours. All you have to do is type in !Black Lotus in chat, which I will do so right now, and you can find out how to enter. One of the ways that you can enter is by subscribing to me here on Twitch, right? And if you have Amazon Prime, you can do it for free. Another way you could do it is by subscribing to the YouTube channel. You can type in !YouTube to find my YouTube channel, and I'll do so right now. You can follow me on Twitter. There are a bunch of different ways, and typing in Black Lotus will show you all the ways you can enter. But yeah. So if you haven't checked that out, go check it out. It's kind of dope. Kind of sort of dope. All right, we're going to keep this hand. This is all removals, which is exactly what we want when we're playing the control role. All right, what does our opponent have? They once again duress after breaking last turn on duress. That's cool with me. We'll play this white source and we'll pass. Drawn 2 lands, kind of bad. Kind of sort of bad draws. Alright, hopefully we don't draw any more lands for the rest of the game. Don't give us any more lands, deck. We don't want any more of your lands. Get them lands out of here. Nobody wants to see the lands. Alright, that's a pretty fantastic draw. We'll go ahead and Brutal Cathar that. But I'm assuming that they have a removal for our Brutal Cathar, because they did know that we had one. Okay. Interesting. We shall play this Initiate and pass the turn. Alright, so our opponent has this Reidane. We can't get through this Reidane. We're trying to get through the Reidane. Alright, we'll go ahead and attack. And go ahead and draw. See if we find anything. Found a Skyclave, which is honestly perfect. We'll go ahead and eat that. And pass the turn. Alright, we'll go ahead and start the turn off by casting Showdown. See what we can find. And we'll just attack for 5. Sure. That's fair. We'll go ahead and portable hold that and play this tapped. Cool. We'll take the 2, untap, and all right, so we'll decline. This will come down. We will accept this one. Play this. Play this. And we'll go ahead and take care of that. we've been able to use all of our resources, and we're honestly just looking for another showdown to just close this out. Sorin minus. We'll take the 2. Untap. Alright, so we're going to swing a couple of creatures at Sorin and one at their face, see where we end up. I don't know why they didn't block the 2/2. I guess they were just afraid that I had some type of trick. I don't know. All right, easy 4-1. Easy win. Let's pull up our ratings. And let's think about how we feel about Boros Aggro. I think it's worse in best of 3 for sure. But overall, I think it's a much better pick than green-white and mono-white. So I'm going to give it an 8.6. I think it's an 8.6. I think it's solid, but not like absolutely insane. I think it's a better deck than Esper. I felt like it's a better pick than green-white. I felt it's definitely better than mono-white. Like, no doubt about that. Honestly, overall, a great deck. It's one of the top picks right now in the standard metagame for sure. All right, so we're about 4 decks away from completing. We're going to be doing like a tier list video. So we're getting closer and closer.